Well, this is going to be a very different physical media graveyard episode. Let's go back to the 80s and 90s and take a look at my VHS collection. It's geeking time. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. Today is a very, very fun episode. I like to do physical media graveyard episodes for you guys, and you guys seem to enjoy when I do physical media stuff. And I just thought to myself, hey, you know what? It's nice to look at Blu-rays, it's nice to look at TV shows, it's nice to look at DVDs. But over the last 2 years, and I don't have a lot, I'm still searching for a lot of stuff, but over the last 2 years, I've started recollecting VHS tapes. Now, do I have nearly as much as most people out there who are recollecting VHS tapes? No, definitely not. But I do like the collection that I've been amassing so far. Now, I think we know that if you do follow my channel, you know that I'm a child of the 80s and the 90s. So I love anything 80s and 90s related. Like, case in point, I know this is a reissue, but look, I got, like, for example, I go crazy for this kind of stuff. I got my Masters of the Universe figures behind me. I'm still rocking a bunch of retro Ninja Turtles figures, and I just love anything that has to do with the 80s and 90s. Case in point, recently on my channel, we've taken a look at the Beavis and Butthead Mike Judge collection, which a lot of you guys were disappointed in. I don't blame you, it's not the full series, but we took a look at this. We also recently took a look at the Toxic Crusaders. I don't have it right now, it's in my DVD and Blu-ray shelf, but I've also taken a look, for example, at Beetlejuice, and I've taken a look at Fraggle Rock, and more recently I've picked up the Capcom versus Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Edition on Nintendo Switch. So I am 100% nostalgic for anything that happens in the 80s and 90s, and anytime I go out shopping or hunting and I find stuff that's from the 80s and 90s, if it's a decent price, I'm like, ooh, I need to get it for my collection. Growing up, we didn't have DVDs, we didn't have Blu-rays, we had VHS tapes, okay? And we also had cassettes and CDs to listen to. Yeah, remember when that was a thing? So I used to own so many VHSs, and if we stick around later on after I show all these VHSs, I will let you know exactly what I am still looking for in terms of recollecting VHS tapes. But I just thought today, for a different physical media graveyard episode, it'd be so much fun to just look at my VHS recollection. So I got my Ninja Turtles hat on, I've got my Rocky Maivia t-shirt on, the chain hanging low. I'm ready, I'm dressed like it's the 1980s and 1990s. I'm gonna go straight to my backdrop and let's take a look at each and every one of my VHS in my collection. Come on guys, let's go do this. Alright, taking up the majority of this camera. My. These are all my VHSs that I have so far recollected. Now, we're not going to keep them all like this because there's so many to go through. Well, so many. It's not a lot, but it is a lot. So what I'll do is I will clear the path so we can take a look at each and every single VHS in frame. So let's go ahead. So you see, this is what we got working with. Let's clear the slate, and one by one, we'll take a look at every VHS. Oh, look at that. We've got an empty background. You can't see anything but my hand. I don't know why I said it like that. But anyways, all right, we are going to take a look at every VHS in my collection. Come on, let's grab the first one. One you've seen many times on my channel. This is... Let me just move my camera up a bit. All right, so first things first, still sealed and in the packaging. This is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Alpha's Magical Christmas, only on home video. I did a review of this abysmal special years ago, and this includes a free Power Rangers ornament inside. Don't know, still haven't looked because I haven't opened it up. But yeah, we've got a little drawn Christmas tree because, you know, they couldn't get the budget. And you've got Alpha, and you've got all the Power Rangers there. Although I believe this is around the time where the White Ranger came in. And then you got the back. There we go. There we go. It's a Christmas movie. Oh, you can join the Power Rangers fan club. Call 1-800-MMPR-321. Wonder if that line still exists. This is a running time of 30 minutes. 1994 was released. So cool. Glam shots. Glam shots. Yeah, there's your VHS of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Alpha's Magical Christmas. All right, this is the other one that I have sealed that's not a cartoon. There's no really significance for me to this. And by the way, the Alpha's Magical Christmas was given to me as a present a couple of years ago, so I didn't pay for that. Now I did pick up this a couple of years back, 2 years ago maybe. This is African Queen, apparently can't speak properly. Starring Katharine Hepburn and Humphrey Bogart, two of cinema's biggest screen legends. I don't know, I just saw this as an older movie. It was sealed. It was $1. Well, why not? Save up to $7 by mail. See details inside. Very cool. The thing is, I also kind of like these old VHS covers because I like the artwork, right? I want to get my hands on the Universal Monsters collection because I like the artwork on those. And when you go to the back, see 20th Century Fox commemorates the dawn of the new millennium with 20 great films of the 20th century. Superb performances, skillful direction, authentic thrilling, says Los Angeles Daily News. There you go. Okay. I don't know how well this movie holds up now. I really don't. But look, there's that old VHS stickers. I'm in Quebec, right? So we got those old VHS stickers on there. I'd like to tell you, this was released in 1991, this VHS. No. This movie was made in 1951, sorry, and it's 105 minutes. I don't know when exactly it was released on VHS. Does it say? Apparently, can't be. But that's African Queen. Sealed in tight on VHS. All right, so this one has a bit of significance to me, seeing as how this was actually one of my mother's favorite movies. So when I saw this, I've never seen this movie in my life, and I've had a lot of people tell me you should probably watch it. Maybe I should eventually watch the movie. So when I saw it for $1, I got emotional, and I was like, I gotta pick this movie up. So this is Field of Dreams, starring Kevin Costner. Again, I'm not a fan of sports movies, except for the Rocky films. And I've never seen this movie, so I know you, like I said, it was like, okay, why am I buying this? But it really is the significance because it was one of my mom's favorite movies of all time, that and the Rocky films. So I've seen and I've watched and I've connected with my mom over the Rocky movies before she passed on. But I've never seen this movie, but seeing this for $1, I took that as a sign from my mom. So we got Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner. If you believe in the impossible, the incredible can come true. I really should watch this movie though. I like that the poster is like, the VHS is the poster of the movie. So that's really, really cool. At least with these unsealed ones, I can show you what the VHS tape looks like, which is really awesome. And then we get to the back and got some more pictures back here of Field of Dreams, Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner again. That Ray Liotta? Looks like Ray Liotta. Oh. It's 1 hour and 46 minutes. This was released in 1989. Yeah. A Magical and Moving Ride, an American masterpiece. I don't know, I've never seen Field of Dreams. And that's what your VHS looks like. The side tape spine, very nice. Front, look at that, they rewound the movie. Be kind, guys, rewind. Whatever you need to know. FBI? I mean, not FBI. You need to know again. 1 hour and 46 minutes. That's what, 106 minutes? Very digestible. Yeah, I might have to take the time to actually pop in Field of Dreams. Well, maybe not the VHS, because I don't have a VHS player. I should probably invest in getting a retro VHS player, but I should probably find the movie and watch it and have a movie night. That could be a lot of fun. Significance of this movie. It's not that great of a movie, but one of my first celebrity crushes was Aaliyah, and I feel like Aaliyah was taken too soon. She only did 2 movies, Aaliyah. Still trying to find the other movie with her. It's not like the top priority on my list, but finding this one was really awesome. This is Romeo Must Die. Again, not the greatest movie ever, but when it comes to Aaliyah, the 2 movies that she made, this and Queen of the Damned. Queen of the Damned was all right, but I kind of prefer this one here because it's a little more over the top. Really cool. Again, I paid $1 for this. It's from the producers of The Matrix. We also have the Aaliyah Try Again music video. Very nice. The wildest action scene since The Matrix boasts Bill Brigoli of Westwood One. There's a certain charm I find to these old VHS tapes, huh? There's Romeo Must Die. And on the back, there's some more screenshots. Jet Li is a one-man Matrix. I really don't think so, but it is a martial arts film, so if you do dig those, I love martial arts films, to be quite honest with you. I'm a big fan of Donnie Yen's films, so. This is 115 minutes, so you're looking at an hour and 55 minutes. When was this released? What year was this? 2000. My. I thought this was 1999, unless the VHS was 2000. But yeah. I think I had this on VHS when it originally came out because I did enjoy it at some point, but I've always been a fan of Aaliyah. Oh wait, I forgot to take the VHS out for you guys. Whoops, my bad. That's what the VHS looks like. There's no spine label there. There's no like label on the side. It's just, you know, sketched onto the VHS. So 115 minutes. These old VHS tapes, I like these things. They're so cool. They're like, and that's why like they make such nice display pieces, because they're so cool looking. They're so nostalgic. And they were onto something with VHS. It's too bad that VHS went away. I love horror movies. So this is significant for me because this is the first VHS that I picked up in my recollecting. And because I'm such a big horror fan, and this is one of the more obscure, I think, Romero Dead movies. I think this is one of the more hard to find VHS is to find for this movie. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. But I love Night of the Living Dead. I love Dawn of the Dead, and Day of the Dead is just underrated, I find. So this is Day of the Dead on VHS. Again, it's one of the more underrated like films from Romero's collection, right? We all know Night of the Living Dead. We all know Dawn of the Dead. So Day of the Dead is like part of that trilogy. Actually, I think it's more of a saga now, if I'm not mistaken, because there was more Dead movies. But I'm also a big fan of Romero, right? So I love his Dead movies. The darkest day of horror the world has ever known. George A. Romero's Day of the Dead. And this is such a beautiful looking cover. Now, I bought this at Value Village in 2023. And they were charging $10 for it. I ended up buying it because I was like, hey, you know what? It's significant for me. It's horror. I love the Dead movies. But the guy was telling me that they are charging eBay prices on some of their stuff. I'm like, you don't fucking do that. Don't fucking do that at a Value Village, right? That's why for me, there's like all these VHSs, I pretty much bought them from a place in Quebec called Renaissance. $1. They're not doing eBay prices. But to sell this for $10 on eBay price, like I said, the only reason why I bought it is because of the significance. But after that, I mean, like, I know it sounds hypocritical, but I'm not going to go back I have not gone back to Value Village at all whatsoever since then. But yeah, Day of the Dead right here. It's a nice looking VHS. And it was nothing, Bud back here. Whoop, coming out of focus, Day of the Dead. Got a read up right there. And this is 102 minutes, so an hour and 42 minutes. And it was released in 1998, this VHS. It's rated R. Rated R. Video Productions Inc. HGV. So, and that's what the VHS looks like on the inside. Again, etched on, nothing there. So very nice looking VHS tape. I wonder if Spot has this one on VHS. I know Spot's going and recollecting VHSs. So, Day of the Dead. If you've never seen any of the Dead movies, if you're a horror fan, I don't know why you wouldn't. I recommend that. I'm going to show this first because the ones after this are all pretty much like clamshells, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's take a little detour and take a look at a box set here. This is the Star Wars trilogy, now known as the sequel. No, not the sequel, the original trilogy. It's all part of that whole Skywalker saga that they're calling it now. I don't know. For me, it's Star Wars. I also have it on Blu-ray, and I have Star Wars on DVD. I love Star Wars. I love Indiana Jones, so this is a really nice box set. Again, at that Value Village, they had a Star Wars box set, which had different artwork. I think it was the 1995 release, and they were selling that for like 20 bucks. I was like, you're fucking stupid, man. Anyways, but this is really cool. I think this is like the 1997 release of the Star Wars trilogy. Let me see. No, 2000. Okay, this is the 2000 release. So that set I think was the 97 release. So this was like just before they went ahead and released a couple years later the box set on DVD, that special edition. So really cool. I love this. I always have this display out on in my cabinet with my DVDs and Blu-rays. Very nice picture of Yoda here with Darth Vader and Luke fighting. You got the side, you got a nice photo here of C-3PO, and then C-3PO and R2-D2 down here. And then on the side, Darth Vader with all the fighter planes. I did a short unboxing this, but we'll still take a look at it. Let's go ahead and get this stuff out of the box, and there's nothing in there. Okay, we got some nice lenticulars. Let's move that to the side. Some nice lenticulars here, which were all supposed to be on the sides here when you got it out of the packaging, but you know, it's kept inside. It's very nice. You got that with black, and then this with white. So very nice lenticulars, and like I said, it goes nicely inside the set. So that's really cool. As for the VHSs themselves, let me lay them down for a moment. Kind of off screen, but not really. We've got, and again, I like the artwork on these ones. I actually like these artwork better on these ones than that 1997 release that it was just like the black with the character face on it that had the logo in like purples and blues and stuff. I like these a lot better because they're really nice, very sleek. So here we have A New Hope on VHS. A New Hope, great movie. C-3PO and R2-D2, Darth Vader. And we look at the back. The Force is strong with this one. So this was to correlate, if I'm not mistaken, with the Phantom Menace. That's why they put this box set out, if I'm not mistaken. Got some more pictures. You got that down there. Yeah, man. I don't know if you've never seen Star Wars: A Brand New Hope. Yeah, there's just got some labeling on the side, and we have somebody ripped off the side here. Okay. Actually, no, it's supposed to be ripped off. Never mind. And then right here, it's got a stand-up, which is really neat. A New Hope. So that's really awesome. So released in 2000. So this is 25 years old, this set. So that's Star Wars: A New Hope. And then we have possibly the greatest Star Wars film ever made. This is The Empire Strikes Back. Very nice cover. Stormtrooper. Yoda. Another couple glam shots here. I love you. I know. I am your father. And then Luke and Yoda in training. Ah, such a great film. Love the Star Wars movies. Love the Star Wars films. Again, just looks like that. Just looks like that. Hope you're enjoying this little video of mine with the VHS tapes. And then we have Return of the Jedi. No word of a lie, the one movie that my mother used to always fall asleep on, and now my wife always falls asleep on, so cannot really get her to watch Return of the Jedi for some reason. So again, nice cover, nice artwork on the front. Luke, Palpatine, Jabba, Han, Rebels, Luke and Vader. So yeah, Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi. I am a Jedi like my father before me. It's true, Anakin was a Jedi. He's not lying. And there you go. That's what it looks like. So that's the Star Wars trilogy on VHS. If I can not drop things, that would be very nice. Let's put that back into the box itself. Let's put our lenticulars back in. And again, like I said, not one of the most sought after box sets when it comes to Star Wars on VHS, but nonetheless, a mighty fine, mighty nice box set. Okay, we're weighing down. I got 3 more VHSs. This one's sealed, so I can't show you what's in there, and I'm not going to take it out. And this is a French release of Robin Hood from Disney. Robin des Bois. Maybe I should bring my camera up a little more because of how tall this is. There we go. This is Robin Hood, Robin des Bois. This was $14.59 in Quebec when it first came out. So let's look at the gold collection. And we have Étagère de collectionner gratuite pour videocassette et DVD. So this was released around the DVD era, which is okay. I guess, yeah, when DVDs first came out. Yeah. I'm not exactly what an étagère is, to be quite honest with you. So, whatever. But that's Robin Hood. Robin des Bois, I should say. The side of the clamshell looks like that. And then you got the back right here. Again, it's all in French, right? So there is a special feature on here, though. It's a Mickey in the Middle Ages cartoon. Which puts, yeah, it's really cool. So that's neat that there's a special feature on here. Again, there's that Quebec sticker. And I'm not expecting you guys to read it because it's in French. This movie is, when was this released, though? 83 minutes released. It says DVD, right? When was it released? Is there no release date? Fuck it if I know. I can't tell. Doesn't want to tell me. That's okay. We will never know when this was released on VHS. But yes, that's Robin Hood, or Robin des Bois, on Disney Gold VHS. One of the best movies. One of my favorite movies on VHS here that I own in my collection, besides the last one. This is the Muppet movie. I love the Muppets. I am such a big old fan of the Muppets. So when I saw this for $1, I was like, oh, I gotta bring this home with me. Such a great movie and such a beautiful looking VHS set too. Piggy and Kermie on the cover. And I like the purples, right? The purples look nice. There's a nice drawn out picture of the Muppets there. You got some still images. So there you go. And I'm just realizing now that I bought this. Oh, it's the French version. This whole time I thought it was English. Oh, wow. Oh, bamboozled. I thought this was... Look at me. I thought this was the English version. Oh, boy. 95 minutes, and it was released in 1993. Well, how did I not know this was French? Because I didn't read the fine print. I just saw a Muppet movie. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And you look, the inside is green. All green. All green. Hi, guys. And then your VHS looks like that, but someone put the sticker over it. Yeah, I'm seeing it now. VF. Oh, my. How did I not know, guys? How did I not know? Because apparently I don't use my brain properly. That's my problem sometimes. I'm like, oh, I see the Muppet movie. So if I didn't see it says version française. That's a me problem, not a you guys problem. Well, I definitely know that this film is not version française. I know that this is the English version, right? Because everything's in English on this. And I love Aladdin. That's probably my favorite Disney movie. But the Disney movie that I grew up loving before Aladdin was The Jungle Book. So this is always going to hold a special place in my heart. And this is a fully restored 30th anniversary limited edition. So I know that this was released in like somewhere in the early to mid 90s. This is Walt Disney's masterpiece, The Jungle Book. A nice gold cover. Nice picture of Baloo, Bagheera, King Louie, and Mowgli. No, just so you fair warning, I'm not a Disney idol, but I like to watch Disney movies time to time. Nice side spine. There we go. Memorable music, imaginative adventures, a tree for all ages. King Louie and Mowgli. Ooh, ooh, I want to be like you. Love that song, man. Shere Khan and Kaa. Great villains. There's Mowgli and Baloo. Look for the bare necessities, those simple bare necessities. Yep. This is 78 minutes if it focuses. And it was released in... What does it say? It does not say. It does not tell me. All we know is that it's 30th anniversary. I think Jungle Book came out like 1963 or 1964. So this was probably released around 93, 94. And then when you open it up, here's some goodies though in here. Some goodies in here. We've got the Jungle Book VHS itself, which is very nice. I like the printing. It's a very nice printing, not like a standard lettering. And there's the side. Focus? It's trying to focus on Star Wars. It's trying to focus on Star Wars. No, focus on the tape. There we go. So there we go. That's the cassette. But my friends, this also comes with a bunch of little stuff inside of here, which is really fun. I'm sure Robin Hood has all that kind of stuff in there, but I don't know. Put that up here like that. So what do we have inside of here? This is a collector's. Okay, so 1997. So that means that Jungle Book came out in 1967 then. So this is a collector stamp of George of the Jungle. Like, you can actually peel this off. See, it's a collector stamp, right? Look at that. To receive one free video, go ahead, guys. You wanna get this stamp? I mean, I'm sure it's completely done now. Yeah. So you have this. Then you have a video shopping guide. Look inside for a sneak peek of upcoming Disney videos for the whole family. Oh boy, Beauty and the Beast: The Enchanted Christmas. Wow. Then there's Hercules, which is another fun movie. You got the 45th anniversary of Peter Pan on VHS. No, Dumbo. Yeah, not a big fan of that movie. Doug. There's a Doug Secret Christmas VHS. I had no idea, and I want to seek that Doug video out. And then some more Disney Christmas stuff there. This is just I don't know what the hell that is. Save $5 on Energizer batteries. Save $10 by mail when you buy 2 eligible Disney Interactive CD-ROMs. Very cool. And here's the cool thing, the pièce de résistance. This is the commemorative song booklet. The music of the Jungle Book. Very neat. So here is the first page. You can go ahead and read that up. Then we go into the songs, basically. So that's really it is. It's just the lyrics of the songs. The Bare Necessity, Colonel Hattie's March. And we got, I want to be like you. I want to talk like you, cheap. Walk like you at true. Boop-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. I'm going to stop singing, right? Trust in Me by Ka. Memorable villain song. That's What Friends Are For. The Beetle Dodo Birds. And My Own Home. So yeah, very nice. And you got Roy Disney at the back there. So very nice bunch of stuff, very nostalgic, very trip down memory lane with some of these kinds of things. And as you can see, the Jungle Book is probably my favorite, besides the Day of the Dead, probably my favorite VHS in this whole recollection of mine. But like I said, there are still some stuff that I'm looking for. So what we'll do is we're going to go back to me, because this was a lot of fun to take a look at, and I really enjoyed doing this. This was something I was debating whether I want to do or not. So had a lot of fun doing this for you guys. So let's take a quick break, and I will see you guys in a few seconds.
Coming to video, one of the all-time great movies is heading your way.
Crazy.
Walt Disney's The Jungle Book.
Hey!
Now, Mowgli.
Yeah, man.
Baloo.
Man, what a beat.
Bagheera.
Oh, yes.
And all their jungle friends can be your friends, too.
I want to be like you.
It's the movie that can keep you dancing all day long.
One more time.
Yeah.
You can own Walt Disney's The Jungle Book. Coming to video, rated G.
What a swinging party.
So there you have it. These are all the VHSs in my collection, like 9 total. And counting the Star Wars set, that's a little more than 9, I would think. But yeah, really excited about this collection of VHS tapes that I've amassed so far. You know, I think this is a really good haul. I mean, despite 2 of the ones that are still sealed, but they're all significant to me. They all mean something to me, the VHSs. So that's the reason why they're in my collection. Like I said, except for, well, maybe not Alpha's Magical Christmas, but African Queen. I just saw that as an old movie that was still sealed on VHS, and it was $1. I was like, hey, why not? But everything else, man, is definitely significant to me. But with that being said, are you guys going out there collecting VHSs? If you're recollecting VHS tapes, let me know what you're collecting. Or, for that fact, let me know what you found recently. Or, hey, if you have any of the ones in my collection, or if there's any in my collection here that you're like, that's so cool, I need to go out and grab that. Let me know all that good stuff down below. I know I cannot get everything, but you know, there's still a lot of VHSs that I want to go after. I want to go after all those, you know, classic Power Rangers single episode VHSs. I want to go after the Ninja Turtles ones as well. I definitely want to get Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, on VHS, like with the Disney ones in that clamshell box. And I definitely want to get all 3 of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies on VHS. Like that's my top priority right now is like the Ninja Turtles movie from the 90s. That and Spawn on VHS. That's one I used to have. I remember getting that for Christmas when it came out on VHS, and I was like, oh my god. But I also want the Spawn TV series, the single VHS tapes that they released. That's something I'm looking for. Countless horror movies, obviously. So just a lot of stuff that I really want to be grabbing on VHS. But of course, I really want to grab the Godzilla films on VHS. That's like that and the old, like really badly done Gamera VHSs that are all in English, dubbed in English. Like when it comes to hunting for VHSs, the Ninja Turtles movie, Spawn, and the Gamera and Godzilla movies on VHS, that's like my top. Obviously, I want to get also Halloween, Friday the 13th movies, Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, all those classic horror movies. I would love to eventually get them on VHS. And I know that there are some box sets out there of horror movies and just VHS box sets in general. So, and hell, I'd like to even try and find some Sesame Street. Yeah, you heard me. I love Sesame Street. I grew up with Sesame Street. So maybe if I could find some Sesame Street VHSs to add to the collection, that would be super cool as well. As well as some of those old, Spider-Man, the animated series, X-Men, the old Marvel cartoons. Anyways, I'm trailing on and I've got a whole entire list. Alrighty guys, thank you so much. I feel like I've taken up enough of your time already with all these VHSs, all these VHS goodies, and like I said, these were all like $1, man. $1 except for Day of the Dead, which was like $10. And the Star Wars set was $3. So you're looking at 3 VHSs, $1. $1 a VHS, so pretty damn good deal. You're looking at 9 of them in total. Do the math. 9 plus 9, $18. So not too bad, not too shabby on a collection of VHSs. But again, I ask you the question, what is your stance on VHSs? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Can you do without them? Are you searching for VHSs? Are you recollecting VHSs? What do you have in your collection? Let me know. Let's talk all that fun stuff down below. I thank you so much for watching this video in entirety if you did. Like I said, something different that I did for you guys today. That being said, however, if you are brand new to my channel, because you stumbled across my channel, you're like, oh, VHSs, I'm interested. Or if you've been watching my videos for the longest time and you haven't already done so, please and thank you, subscribe to my channel. Click the bell to be notified whenever I got some brand new content out. I actually have a whole playlist on physical media. One of my main things I like to do on my channel is reviewing DVDs and Blu-rays. So if you really like that stuff, you're at the right place. Also, if you like this video and you've been liking my videos, you've been enjoying my content, let the algorithm know, click that thumbs up button, and share the video. Share the video with whomever you see fit. Share it with the King of England if you would like. Anyways, get out of here for the day. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you guys again on Friday. Stay cool, stay nerdy, keep hunting, keep collecting those VHS tapes and all those good physical media stuff. Thank you so much, guys. And instead of saying bye, I'm going to end this off with 2 banging songs from the 90s and 80s. All right. Here we go. Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD, it's your destiny. Sergeant Kabuki Man, fight off evil, it was meant to be. No? You didn't like that? Okay, let me try this then. And there upon the rainbow, the answers to a never-ending story. Never-ending story. I'll see you guys next time.